blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, and putting in this work for the Most High. Regardless if it's raining outside, regardless if it's gloomy, nobody want to come out. Nobody want to magnify the name of the Most High. And when we gonna do it, we don't care if it's snowing out here, man. We don't care if it's 20 degrees below, and we still got to be out here and we commanded to serve the Heavenly Father.
Right.
John chapter 17 and verse 4.
Hello.
I have glorified thee on earth.
What y'all was trying to say?
I have
Glorify thee on earth.
So the Lord saying he has glorified you on the earth, man. That's just man's whole duty. Man's whole duty is not to do the will of his lust, to do the lust of the flesh, to go out on Friday nights and go to clubs, man, to hang out with the world and teach for the world. That's not our job. Our job is to specifically serve and glorify Yahweh Shah while we on this earth. You know what?
I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
Hey, brother, in the green.
Hey, brother, green coat.
You an Israelite, you got to repent and keep God's commandments.
I have glorified thee on earth.
All right.
I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
I have
finished the work which thou gavest me to do.
So I was trying to say, guess what? Hey, I finished the work. Last time we said we ain't finished the work. Some of us, they just coming into the truth. You probably been 5 years in the truth. That's another thing. You probably been in 8 years. You still got more work to do. Until you said what Yahweh said, I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. Guess what? It's more work to be put in, man. It's not time to kick our feet back up and enjoy this world. This place is done with, man.
All right.
This place is finished. Just look at it. This whole world is going to get turned into a silence. Now is the time to do the work of the Heavenly Father. You know what?
Verse 5. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was.
And Yahweh had that glory way before the earth was even created. Read John chapter 17. Right? So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think Yahweh just came and popped up in the scene in the New Testament. He just came out of nowhere and just popped up in the New Testament. White Castle. Matthew 1 and 1.
I went to White Castle and I bought
No, the Lord been here before the world began, man.
Right.
The Lord created everything you can see and you cannot see. The Lord created the wicked, even for the day of destruction. Read so.
John 17 and 21.
Bring it out.
That they all may be one, as thou Father art in me,
Right.
and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me.
What?
That the world may believe that thou hast
sent me.
And these people, they don't believe in Yahweh. They don't believe that the Most High sent his son down to die for the nation of Israel, for them to turn back into repentance. They don't believe that. Look what they do. People don't know what's going on. You know?
And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one.
Even as what?
Even as we are one.
The Lord and Yahweh Shah, the Most High and Yahweh Shah, they are one, man. They work on one accord. You know?
I and them, and thou and me,
Right?
that they may be made perfect in one.
Great.
And that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved them as thou hast loved me.
Right? Give me John chapter 3 and 36, man. So we out here to proclaim the gospel of Yahweh Shai. That's it, that's all, man. We're not up here collecting offerings, man. We're not up here telling you could commit adultery in Israel.
Right.
We're not telling you that. We're not telling you that you could smoke weed. You got certain brothers saying you could smoke weed in the truth. That's evil, man. We're not out here for that. We just gonna cut the game. We out here on a strict Pacific mission, and that's none but business. Bring this up.
John chapter 3 verse 31.
Bring it out.
36.
36.
Read.
He that believeth on the Son has everlasting life.
And that's what we coming out here to tell our people to believe on Yahweh Shah, man. Because if you don't believe, you don't get destroyed, man. If you're an OT only Israelite and you still offering up burnt offerings in your backyard, the Lord is going to kill you. You're not dealing with that. Then you got men still offering up burnt offerings in your backyard. If you don't believe on Yahweh Shah,
And he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of Yahweh abideth on him.
But the what?
But the
Wrath of Yahweh abideth on him.
But the wrath of the Most High is going to abide on you, man. And that wrath of the Lord not nothing to play with. We tell brothers all the time, you got to fear the Most High. We didn't talk to brothers. We didn't talk to police officers. Tell them you got to fear the Most High. These people, they don't fear God, man. This is how we know they don't fear God, because they don't walk in His commandments. They don't walk in His statutes. Hey, what's your nationality? And the grade? What's your race? I can't hear you. What you say? You believe in God? So these people, they don't fear God. You get Job chapter 33. That's why the Most High got His making things known in the last days.
Right.
Job chapter 31 and 23.
Look it out.
For destruction from Yahweh was a terror to me.
What Job say?
For
Destruction of Yahweh was a terror to me.
And the Lord is sending destruction. Why? Because like we said before, people has forgotten the name of the Most High. And the name of the Most High is so deadly, it's to the point where you can't even say His name. And the Most High judgment is terrible. So when America doesn't know the judgment, these people don't know the God who we serve. That's why the Most High got to raise up His name in the last days.
And by reason of His highness, I could not endure.
You did it again?
And by reason of
His highness, I cannot endure it.
So Job said, by reason of the highness of the Most High, I can't even endure that thing. Why? Because God is terrible, man. Stop thinking God is a so-called white man with cotton candy in his hand. And you can do whatever you want. You come into the truth and just do whatever you want. Hey, that's not that, man. The Most High is killing brothers and sisters left and right. And the Lord could kill me. The Lord could kill me tomorrow, man, if I'm not doing what I gotta do. If I'm not handling business, the Most High could kill me next week. And I don't even gotta see the pastor. Or He could wait all the way till I'm in Jacob's trouble, then take me on the latter end. But brothers don't take that to mind, though. They just think this is a softball thing. You know what?
And by reason of His highness, I could not endure.
Read.
If I have made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my company.
Right.
If I rejoice because my wealth is great, and because mine hand hath gotten much, if I beheld the sun.
That's it on that. Give me Job chapter 18 and 14. Right, so the Most High is terrible, and He got to show His judgments in the last days, man. That's the only way people gonna acknowledge the Most High for who He is. People think of God and they get this false misconception in their head. Hey, in the ancient world, people know about the Most High, man. Rahab the harlot, she said, hey, guess what? Hey, real fast, before you get that, give me Joshua chapter 5. Give me Joshua chapter 5. And they knew our God, man. It's not nothing new. They knew the God that we serve. They knew that the Lord wasn't nothing to play with. They heard of His wondrous acts. Right now, the Most High got things started. Going forth in the last days.
Joshua chapter 5, verse 1.
Look it out.
And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel.
So they heard that the Most High dried up the water.
Until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was their spirit in them anymore.
Neither was a spirit in them anymore.
They said the heathen was so scared of the Most High, they couldn't have their spirit like that. Imagine that. Your spirit not being in you is not you. That's the equivalent for you not being able to pray. You wake up in the morning, you can't even say the name of the Most High. The Lord just took the spirit from you. That's how the heathen was, man. They was confounded. But that's how terrible the Most High was. The Heavenly Father. So these people, they don't know God. You know what?
Because of the children of Israel.
Right?
Like, until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was their spirit in them anymore, because of the children of Israel.
Hey, what's your nationality?
Job 18, verse 14.
Go.
His confidence shall be rooted out in the tabernacle,
Right?
and it shall bring him to the king of terror.
What?
And it shall
I'll bring him to the king of terror.
So the Most High is also known as the King of Tears, man. The Lord got many different titles. Not this thinking that the Lord's title is just the Most High. You got certain brothers saying that's just Sky Daddy. That's the man upstairs. That's my big bro. And the Lord not your big bro, man.
All right.
You got brothers in the truth calling the Most High Yah. Yah is not his name, man. The Lord is not your best buddy that you sit down with at lunch on a damn lunchtime. And he's the Heavenly Father. So brothers gotta keep that in mind. Know who you talking to. You gotta know who you coming before. Give me Malachi chapter 1 and 14. You gotta know who you coming before in these last days, man.
The Malachi chapter Malachi 1 and 14.
Bring it out.
But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth in sacrifices unto the Lord a corrupt thing.
Right?
For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts.
So what?
For
I'm the king, saith the Lord of hosts.
So the Most High, guess what? He's a great king, man. The Lord is a king. He's a prince. Read the one.
And my name is dreadful among the heathen.
My what?
And my name is dreadful
Among the heathen.
And the Lord's name is dreadful
Hey, dude.
among the
Hey,
heathen.
can you call for me so I can
Right? Guess what?
Can you record something real quick? So you can hold for me?
Oh, they don't know what's going on. Like, they do not know what's going on. Read that again, the last part.
The cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth in sacrifices unto the Lord a corrupt thing.
Right.
For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen.
And my name is dreadful among the heathen. Thus saith the Lord. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 1. All right, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 7, man. That's why the Lord got to send these plagues to America. Right? The Most High has to send these plagues, man. God forbid that we should just let an Edomite talk about the Most High like that. You got certain brothers in the truth, they Edomite, they just getting on the Most High. Oh, he's a volcano god. I don't see him. Where is he at? You got brothers just sitting there. Hey, that can't be me, man. If my boss say something about the Most High, I gotta stand up. Brothers will stand up for their woman, like damn Will Smith. Will Smith is stand up for his woman, but when it comes to the Most High, nobody want to stand up. Bring this out.
You can 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 1.
No.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Get the camera too.
Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
For your what?
For your destruction is at hand.
So the destruction of the Most High is at hand. Do y'all know that the destruction of America is at hand? Do y'all know that? Huh? See, they don't know that. The destruction of the Most High is at hand. Did y'all know that the destruction of America is at hand? Did y'all know that? Right? People don't got answers. You got an answer, right? What's your name? Do you know the destruction of America is at hand? Bring this up.
Look at 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 30.
Bring it out.
As when a vineyard,
Verse 7.
verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who will see that can drive them away.
So the Lord is sending plagues in these last days, man. You got something new called the bird flu. I'm pretty sure brothers have seen that. They saying humans can't really die from it, but you got birds just dropping dead, man. You had the so-called the COVID-19, right? So the Lord is sending these pessimists, man, and these plagues on earth. And it's gonna be more plagues than that. The Lord might just start sending boils on everybody. You got the boil flu. Next thing you know, you got boils on your arm. The most I can do that, man. Read on.
Verse 9. As a fire, like a fire shall go forth from his wrath,
And what?
A fire shall go forth from his wrath.
Hey, a fire gonna go forth from his wrath. You don't want to see the Lord's wrath inside. Brothers ain't really see the Most High's wrath inside, yeah? Right? We can only just read about it. We can only read evil. Imagine if you was able to get a visual and you could use it on a written side. Right? The Most High, you was working enough to get a visual of that. Hey, that'd be mighty, man. But right now, we just read it. You know what?
And who will feed them in question?
What?
Who seed them in affliction.
Meaning, who gonna stop the Lord from doing what he want to do? Nobody's gonna say, hold on, Most High. You gotta stop what you're doing. You're causing too much hell on the earth. Hey, you gotta stop what you're doing. Nobody's gonna stop the Most High from doing that, man. Hey, sister in a pink jacket, with the pink umbrella.
Pink.
What? You believe in God? I say you believe in God, sister. Give us 2 minutes to learn your
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, that's okay. That's how Psalms 94 and 16.
With the Psalms 94 and 16.
Bring it out.
Hey, brother. You know your nationality? Hey, you know your nationality, brother? According to God. I say you know your nationality, according to God. What is it? You said black? What you say? I can't hear you, brother. You gotta come up here. You gotta talk to us. Read that.
With the Psalms 94 verse 16.
Bring it out.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Hey, the Lord said they're going to rise up against the evil. Who's going to rise up? Like I said, a lot of people, they don't want to stand up for the Most High, man. You got a lot of sisters, they just literally so they get around their friends, make sure they don't let the Most High. Right? Hey, you know your nationality, brother? You know your nationality? Come back, give us 2 minutes.
Come back, brother. Come back.
2 minutes. You will be an Israelite, brother, from the tribe of Issachar, more than likely.
All right.
You have to repent and keep God's commandments. First of all, I say you got certain sisters, they get around their friends, they totally forget the Most High. They act like they never was in the truth. That's off, man. Like I said, hey, if my boss say something about the Most High, hey, that'll be the day I get fired, man. It is what it is. You can't just let you, like I said, Jake won't let a man talk about his woman. Jake want to fight. Soon you talk about his woman, you want to fight. You talk about Jake's mom. Hey, Jake can get on that with you. This type of dude you got to do. But as soon as it comes to the Most High, people don't know what's going on. How y'all doing, family? What's your nationality?
We're trying to get over here, take care of them.
What's your ethnicity?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. Did you know Hispanics are God's chosen people, or you don't care? Come, if you care, you'll come back and listen.
Come on. Come hear the word.
Come back and listen. Hey, you said you care.
2 minutes.
Hey, brother, you said you care. Right, so you get to see when you care.
Or stand up for me against the workers of iniquity.
And right now, you gotta stand up against the workers of iniquity. You know how to catch that. Now is the time to stand up against the workers of iniquity, man. Why? Because that's your real enemy. You got brothers that get into it with their own people, and it's true. You got sisters that enemy in their own system. You don't even know that the real enemy is the people that's not serving the Most High. Right? You damn idiot, man. Hey, sometimes our people just hurt me, man. You got brothers in the truth, they say, go commit adultery. Not even knowing, like, you telling another man to go commit adultery. You the one that's keeping our people in sin. And you supposed to be a so-called leader of the nation. But you still causing our people. You're the reason why we went into captivity. So read this out. I'm going to catch up. Give me something right now.
Look at Malachi chapter 3, verse 14.
Bring it out.
He has said, it is vengeance of God.
Right?
But what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance
Hey, certain people, they say that. It's vain to serve the Most High. What am I going to get? Certain, keeping the Sabbath day? Man, you tripping, man. I'm going to the club. Right? Reading? I don't got time to read, man. I'm trying to get this money. That's what Jake said. What profit is it? It's to us to serve the Lord. So nobody want to serve the Most High. You know what?
And then we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts.
Right?
And now we call the proud happy. Yeah, they'll work wickedness are set up. Yeah, they have kept God are even delivered.
Jump down to verse
Verse 15. Then they have feared the Lord, spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it.
Right?
And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name.
Right?
And they shall be mine, saith Yahweh of hosts. And that day when I make my jewels, and I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him.
Jump down to verse 18.
Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
What God say?
Then shall you return
and discern between the
righteous and the wicked.
And right now is the time to discern between the righteous and the wicked, man. That's really all it is, man. And we don't care, like I said, hey, we don't care if it's your grandma. If your grandma's off, she's off, man. If my grandma's off, it is what it is, man. Hey, we gotta show the Most High comes first anyway. Hey, my mom is off, man. My whole family is off. But you gotta discern it. You can't let Satan, everything is a test, man. Until the day you wake up and you going into work tomorrow. And this morning they turned my damn job into a damn midnight club, man. Right? Playing all type of wicked music. That's off, man. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you thinking about Cant, you trying to think about the commandment, you going into work and they playing strip club music. Everything is in this world is trying to get your mind away from the Most High. Literally. You know what?
Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
Right?
Between him that serves God and
what?
To him that serve God
and him that serves him not.
Yeah.
and him that serve him not.
So God said you gotta discern between him that serves God and a man that don't serve God. Right? So a lot of brothers they get caught up in feelings. We don't get caught up, we can't deal with feelings in the truth, man. If you in the truth and you're not serving the Lord, and it is what it is, don't come around me, man. If you in the truth and you're not doing the oracles of the Most High, hey, don't talk to me. And we have to discern between a man that serves the Most High and a man that don't serve the Most High. Bring this up.
Is that right? Chapter 33, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Good is set against evil.
What God said?
Good is set against evil.
So you see that just balance? The Most High says good is set against evil. You know what?
The life against death.
Right?
So it's the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
So it's always going to be that variance, man. The godly is always going to be set against the sinner. Give me Genesis chapter 4 and start at verse 4. The godly is always going to be set against the sinner. The righteous man is always going to be against the wicked. The wicked is always against the righteous. Hey, don't think that these wicked people, people come to the truth, they say, now I don't like wicked people. But don't think it's only you not liking the world. Guess what? These people in the world, they don't like you.
Right.
People in the world that's wicked, they're not liking you. You have to discourage yourself.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And Abel, he also got the portion of the flock and of the fat thereof.
Right.
And Yahweh has set unto Abel as his offering, but unto Cain as his offering had no respect.
Right, so Abel and Cain are doing a sacrifice. Abel did his sacrifice the right way, and Cain just did what he wanted to do. You doing?
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Right.
If thou doest well, thou shalt not be accepted.
So he said, all you gotta do is do the will of the Lord. If you do right, you will get accepted. And your pops might tell you that. If you get good grades, man, you don't even gotta hear my mouth. You'll get what you want. So Cain did what he wanted to do. You know what?
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Right.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Read.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
What?
And Cain
Talk to Abel, his brother.
So next thing you know, right after that, this man, he went to go talk to his brother. Now, I like to see how this went down. Right? So, Moses is blessed, man. Because Moses, he's seen the Garden of Eden, what actually really happened in a vision. He's seen what all went down. He's seen how Eve got this. It was like a book. So I'm meant to believe, hey, Cain said, come check it out, man. Cain probably dropped something. He probably asked Abel to pick it up, etc. And I want to see how this thing went down.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother.
That what?
Cain rose up against Cain.
Read it again.
Cain rose up against Abel, his brother.
So Cain rose up against Abel, his brother. You see how the wicked always rising up against the righteous man? And Abel was righteous. The Lord tell you that. Give me Matthew chapter 23 and give me verse. Start at verse 75. Matthew chapter 23 and 75. Right? And the Lord called Abel righteous. Hey, Abel's blood cried out to the Most High. Abel didn't do anything wrong. He was innocent. Bring this up.
Book of Matthew chapter 23 and verse 35.
Bring it out.
That upon you may come all the righteous blood.
All the what?
All the righteous blood.
Read it again.
That upon you may come all the
Righteous blood.
All the righteous blood. Read on.
shed upon the earth. From the blood of righteous Abel.
Until what?
From the blood of righteous Abel.
The Lord said from the blood of righteous Abel. So Abel was a righteous man. He was keeping the commandments. His heart was focused on the Most High. But the wicked is always set against the sinner. Don't think it's strange that your boss is not gonna like you. He said, "What do you mean you can't work on Saturday?" What are you talking about? Don't think that maybe they're just real busy on Saturday. No, man. The wicked is set against the God. Don't just think when your mom come in the room and she's getting on you and she tells you to do wickedness and mischief, that is just a coincidence. These are real life events that plays out every day.
Unto the blood of Zechariah, son of Zechariah, whom he slew between the temple and the altar.
Right? See that? So that man got innocently slew between the altar.
Genesis chapter 4 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And Cain talked to Abel's brothers, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel's brothers and slew him.
Yeah, what?
And slew him.
See that? He slew Abel for no reason. How you gonna kill somebody because you did wrong? That's just off. That's like the Most High telling me and his brother, offer up a sacrifice, and he do it righteous, and then I just do whatever I wanted. I just throw vegetables up there with carrots. Next thing you know, I just kill this man. That's how you know that Cain, he wasn't right, man. That man had a wicked spirit in him. And the wicked is always praying and lurking on the righteous. Give me Psalms chapter 7 and 10. Give me Psalms chapter 64 and 1. Right? The wicked is always praying on the righteous man.
My defense is of Yahweh. Book of Psalms chapter 7 verse 10.
Bring it out.
My defense is of Yahweh, which saveth the upright in heart.
Right?
God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day.
Read.
If he turn not,
What's your nationality? Yo.
Yo.
What's your nationality?
What's your nationality?
Mexican. Come back. We got
Come back.
some news for you. Come back.
Come back, brother.
Come back.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
What do you mean, God bless you? What's your nationality? Are y'all Europeans?
Book of Psalms 7 and 10, my defense is of Yahweh, which saveth the upright in heart.
Right.
God judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
And the Lord, he's angry with wicked men every day, read on.
If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He has bent his bow and made it ready.
Right.
He has also prepared for him the instruments of death.
That's talking about the wicked. You know what?
He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood.
Right.
He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Right. That's it, man. Even up back to chapter 3. And start at verse 6. Right.
Book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear my voice, O God, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Right.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
What God say?
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
So it's a secret counsel going on every day. While you eating your cheese, you getting off bread, the first thing, you don't even pray and take the most out. But having you make it like this, coffee in a cheese cup. Why are you doing that, brother? The wicked is conspiring against you. You got people right now, as we speaking, they throwing up spells on the Israelites. They cursing. Like, they read numbers into the second chapter. This stuff is happening every day. And you know your nationality, your ethnicity, your race. You know what? Right, so it's a witness.
Psalm 54 verse 2.
Bring it up.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
See that? So you got a secret counsel now. Every time you come into work, guess what? Your boss is going into his office, he's checking all the cameras, but look at what you're doing. He's talking to his other boss saying, "Hey, you see this? I see this." They think you're stupid, man. They might actually think you're stupid. Hey, my boss thinks I'm retarded. He don't even know, but I'm watching him. As soon as he come out and go to his car, I'm watching him too. While he's sitting there watching him, hey, it is what it is, man. I gotta watch the video. You never know what kind of things you gotta do. While he's going to his car, rubbing his belly, getting his bread out of his car, I'm watching that man, seeing that man is wicked. So these people, they watch you. You go to school, right? That damn teacher, they having a teacher conference about you. What's that enemy? KJ, you been acting different. What's that? Scorpion to the, now you talking about the black suspects in the Bible. What are you doing? They ain't talking about that, man. They having secret counsel. You know what?
Verse 3. Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Right.
And bend their bows, shoot their arrows. Even bitter words.
Even what?
Even bitter waters.
Shooting out these bitter words. A lot of brothers think to let these words get to them, man. And we don't care about the words of men, man. You gotta come something harder than words to me. Words can hurt. What they say, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt. You gotta physically brush me up. You know what?
Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
See that, and they shoot in secret the perfect. Meaning the man that's keeping the commandments, that's walking in the statutes of the Lord, that got the beard on his face, is what these people, they shoot arrows at.
Right.
Every day. They don't know what's going on, but they shoot arrows.
Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
They what?
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
What does the so-called white man do?
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
And the so-called white man, he gets off on that. And the wicked, they get off on that. See, man, we're going to plot on them. We got at this specific time, we're going to roll up a blunt. We're going to hotbox the whole room. So I know he gets off from camp around 10 o'clock. As soon as he come in, he has to smell his meat. That's what they thinking about. You know, as soon as we want to bring 10 girls over the house, and we're going to have a party. Hey, that happened to me before, man. I kind of came home. Next thing you know, my whole house got turned into a damn club. On a Sabbath day. And I had to kind of deal with it. So these people, they encourage themselves. You know what?
They commune of laying snares privately.
They what?
They commune of laying snares privately.
They wear hidden straps. You got something called booty straps. Things you can't really see. And if you're not a circumspect man and you're not watching, guess what? You're gonna get jammed up, man. Read on.
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Right.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them.
But what?
But
God shall shoot at them.
But what?
But God shall shoot at them.
Meaning, when it's all said and done, when it's time to turn back the captivity of the Israelites, the Lord gonna shoot at these wicked people, man. And that could be your own wicked people, your own people, and the so-called white man in the other nations. The Lord is gonna shoot at them. Read on.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves.
And that's what's happening right now. That's why you got Joe Biden damn stutter. Well, I think he don't know what's going on. He done snitched on himself. He don't even know he done snitched on himself. He's going up and saying, you know what, it's been a famine in America. We don't know what to do. You're snitching on yourself, man. The Lord is making his son to fall upon himself. We 2 Peter chapter 2.
Look at Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
When I heard, my belly trembled. Verse 14. Thou didst fight through within statues the head of your village. They came out as a whirlwind out of you. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. Their rejoicing was as to devour
The poor secretly.
That's what these people they think about. How do I get this man out of the church? That's what these spirits they thinking, man. You gotta have authority to rebuke these spirits. These evil spirits. How can I throw this man off track? Okay, it's the truth. His fatigue is like this. And you gotta be the man to execute that evil. To avoid it. To say, you know what? I got a plan B. I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna still make that video. You know what? I'm gonna go in my car and these are things you gotta be thinking in the last days, man. Why? Unless that evil and that wickedness and these spirits, they gonna overtake you. And your latter end gonna be worse than the beginning. Bring this up.
Book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And deliver just Lot.
And what?
And deliver just Lot.
So it said deliver just Lot, read.
That's what filthy conversation of the wicked.
He was what?
That's
Was filthy conversation of the wicked.
So, Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. And Lot was living in Sodom. And one of the hot spots for homosexuality and wickedness. But Lot was vexed, man. And I go to work in the morning, I get vexed. You got people trying to show me stuff. That's evil. Hey, look at this. Look at this new phone. Do this. Hey, you get vexed after a while. Read 1.
Verse 8. But that righteous man, ruler of Moshe, and seeing and hearing, that's the voice of soul from day to day.
It says seeing and hearing. Hey, you never know. Read Genesis chapter 19 and give me verse number 3. You never know, man. It was late at night. Lot, he's trying to go to sleep, and all he hearing is screams like this. It's two men, they in the same room together, and you hear another man screaming. That's all. What are you doing screaming? But Lot, he had to deal with that, man. He had to deal with two men kind of dealing with each other. Read on.
With their unlawful deeds.
Right?
Yahweh knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations.
And see that, and the Most High, he know how to deliver the righteous man out of temptations. He know the specific time, hour, second, millisecond to deliver the righteous out of temptations. So the Lord, guess what? The Lord delivered Lot, man. And it's no telling how long Lot had to put up with that. They don't say how many weeks Lot had to deal with that. How many years? We just know that Lot was vexed every day. And if you're not vexed in America, man, we don't know what to tell you. You gotta be vexed with this place. You getting taxed. Americans just want to tax stuff. I say you gotta pay to get your driver's license, and it costs $5. And if you get it, if you got a credit card, they charge you an extra $1. And if that's off, man. What are you charging me an extra $1 for? You got that? You try to go to the store now, and the honey bun they used to cost $2-4, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
$2-4. Now one of them is $139. So you get vexed, man. But read yourself, Genesis chapter 19.
Genesis chapter 19 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And he said, behold, verse 3, and he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat.
So Lot is bringing these two angels into his house. You know?
But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round.
They did what?
Compass the house round.
And they compassed the house round, man. And imagine that. You got a brother, let's say you invite a brother over, you know, y'all finna have a good time, y'all finna chill out, make some unleavened cakes, you got some wine. Next thing you know, 30 men, they just surround your damn house. You know?
Both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
Right?
And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night?
They say, where are the men at? You want to know these men. Where is they at? You know what?
Bring them out unto us.
Do what?
Bring it out unto us.
They said, guess what? They bring those men out. You got to tell them to come check it out. You know what?
That we may know them.
That we may what?
That we may know them.
And that don't mean we want to get to know these men. Hi, how you doing? What's your name? Okay, what's your father's son? Okay. So that's not good. No, that's not what it's talking about. When it says they wanted to know these men, that means they wanted to have sexual intercourse with these angels. That's all. You know what?
That we may know them. And Lot went out the door unto them and shut the door after him. And shut the door after him. And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
Do what?
Do not so wickedly.
Now Lot said, hold on, man. What you guys didn't get? Well, really he was around them Hamites. You know how the Hamites get down. He said, don't do this wicked thing, man. You know what?
Behold, now I have two daughters, which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
Hey, so Lot said, I got these two daughters, and they haven't slept with a man. Hey, in 2022, it's hard to find them. It's hard to find a woman that's a virgin. In the ancient world, you had virgins like that, man. On the spot, these men, guess what? They didn't want those virgins. They wanted men. That's off, man. That sounds just like America. The so-called LGBTQ community. That's evil. You know what?
Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Right?
And they said, stand back.
They said what?
Stand back.
Read it again.
Stand back.
They said, Lot, you better get back, man. Right? Hey, man. And he said, stand back. You know what?
And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. And when we did work with thee, then with them,
they said, Lot, if you and you as people, they will give you this voice. Imagine having another man tell you that. Other times they explain it. Now what your man will pull me and tell you something like that. Right? I might have to get my Nehemiah one. Right?
and they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
And what?
And came near to break the door.
They down banging on the door, man. Bring these men out. You had little kids out there trying to get off. It was just mad. What you doing?
Verse 10, but the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house through them,
Right?
and shut to the door.
And what?
And shut to the door.
Kind of shut the door, man. You doing?
And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness,
Right?
both small and great, both small and great, so that they worried themselves to find the door.
See that? And that all because that wickedness that was inside of them. That's why the Lord got to cleanse this place out, man. The Lord got to kill the inhabitants of the land. Give me that, give me Ecclesiastes chapter 93. That's why the Most High got to do this wickedness on the earth. Give me some Psalms chapter 4 and 8.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
This is the evil among all kings that are done under the sun.
Now King Solomon was the wise man who walked the earth. This is what he said.
This is the evil among all kings that are done under the sun.
Right?
That there was even unto all. Yeah, also the heart of the sons of men.
The what?
Yeah, also the heart of the
sons of men.
The heart of the sons of men. Read on.
It's full of evil.
Is what?
It's full of evil.
Is what?
It's full of evil.
It said it's full of evil. You have to think this. You got to analyze this. On a day-to-day basis, how many men is actually set on evil? And we got a question for y'all. What y'all thinking about right now? And he's thinking about evil. How he might devour that motorbike when they get home.
Oh.
Yeah, that's off, man. You doing?
And madness is in their heart. Well, they live. And after that, they go to the dead.
They what?
They go to the dead.
So you got certain people, they was just created to be the wicked on the earth. They spirit just in them to be off, man. I mean, somebody got to be it. You know, all praise to the Most High. If it wasn't for the Most High, we'd be one of these wicked men in the world.
Fine.
And that's sad. Because why they do their wickedness, then they go right into the depth. They enjoy that 5 minutes of sin, pleasure, and they get destroyed. It's like clockwork. Read this out, Psalm chapter 4 and 8.
Psalms chapter 4 verse 8.
Bring it out.
I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. For thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety.
Right? Hey, what's your nationality? Are you an Arab? That's probably it. Bring this out.
Book of Psalms chapter 2 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Right?
The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
And that's what the Most High is going to do. He's going to vex certain men with unrighteous righteous judgments, with things man can't even imagine. You getting bit by a scorpion, or you getting bit by a snake, or you damn driving and your car flip over. All of these things come to the wicked. Give me a Proverbs chapter 11 and 7. Read on.
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
Right.
I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son.
That's just that. Read something. Proverbs chapter 11 and 7.
Book of Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish,
Right?
and the hope of unjust men perish.
Yeah, and the hope of unjust men perish. Meaning, when you go to the grave, nobody knows. Nobody's talking about, nobody's talking about a man that died. Within 2 years, the man died. Nobody's even talking about it. Imagine 20 years from now, people's going to forget that. A whole new generation is going to rise up. People not going to be talking about it. You know what?
The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
And the what?
And the wicked is.
And the wicked cometh in his stead.
Read.
And hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered.
That's it on that. You meet Job chapter 21 and 13. Right? So we got to come out here and condemn this wicked society, man. Because nobody else is going to do it. Everybody going to sit with their mouth shut and want to please men. Everybody's just want to sit down and don't say anything. But we got to say something, man. The Lord gave us a mouth and we got to use it. Bring this up.
Book of Job, chapter 21, verse 13.
Bring it out.
They spend their days in wealth,
Hey, what?
They spend their days in wealth.
Read on.
and in a moment go down to the grave.
Right.
Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
And you got certain men saying that. There's been plenty of times you say, hey, Jake, you want to learn who you are? He said, man, we had a brother one time say F that. He said, F that S. Then we start saying, brother, the Lord will destroy you. And he said, ain't nobody going to destroy you. Then he kind of grabbed on his gun. So the Lord not dealing with that, man. If you're rejecting the commandments, you will die. You know?
Verse 15. What is the Almighty that we shall serve him?
All right.
And what profit do we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out? And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
And that destruction is coming sure but soon. You know?
God distributed sorrows in his anger. So God distributed sorrows in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind.
They're as what?
They are as stubble before the wind.
When you light something that becomes stubble, it kind of get lit up real fast. You light up a hay piece with a match. Hey, that hay not there no more. Hey, the Most High, he has to cleanse this earth, man. Give me Genesis chapter 6 and 13. Read on.
And there's chaff that the storm carried away.
Right?
God layeth up his iniquity for his children.
God what?
God layeth up his iniquity for his children.
All of that iniquity is going to be laid up for his descendants. Imagine that. Your iniquity is being laid up for your descendants. You know what?
He rewardeth them, and he shall know it.
Right?
It's
That's
up.
it now. Read this up.
Book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 13.
Read it out.
Second Ezra chapter 4 and 27.
And God said to Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me.
Right?
For the earth is filled with violence.
For the what?
For the earth is filled with violence.
Hey, brothers, yeah, y'all believe in God? Brother with the ski mask.
Yo,
Hey, brothers.
Jake is lying until he said to do it.
the end of all flesh is come before me. The earth is filled with violence through them.
Right?
And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
I will destroy them with the earth.
What is God coming back to do?
I will destroy them with the earth.
The Lord got to destroy this thing with the earth. This earth got to destroy this earth. A lot of brothers, they don't want this. They want America to steal. Hey, I'm going to just tell you this right now. The Lord and America, Joe Biden and Yahweh Shah cannot rule together. They can't take two turns on the seat. One of them got to get put in the dirt, and one of them got to be exalted. And I wish your brother would say, well, Joe Biden, he is kind of better than the Mashiach from what I hear with Shah. And we might charge that brother at war. So one of them got to get put in the dirt. Read on.
Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch.
That's it, man. Right, read it up.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 27.
Bring it out.
It cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous at the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness.
What is what?
For this world is full of unrighteousness.
What is LGBTQ?
For this world is full of
What is
unrighteousness.
brothers in the truth saying commit adultery?
For the world is full of
What is
unrighteousness.
brothers in the truth saying smoke weed?
For the world is full of
This
unrighteousness.
world is filled with unrighteousness, man. And it's going to get a point to you saying it's not just it. A lot of brothers think it's the peak of righteousness, right? It's the peak of wickedness. Wickedness can't go any more higher. No, brothers. According to the prophecy, this is nothing. This wickedness that you see is not even compared to the wickedness that has to come on this earth. Bring this out in 2nd Ezra 5:2.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 2.
Bring it out.
But iniquity shall be increased.
But what?
But iniquity shall be increased.
But sin and wickedness has to increase, man. The Chinese, he got to keep being, the Chinese man got to keep being a homosexual.
Right.
The so-called white man got to keep putting people in chains and slavery and keep killing. Jake got to, it's going to get to the point. Jake, if you say you believe in the Bible, what's your nationality? Jake might slap you, man. He might just run up on you and slap you and say, I'm not trying to hear that anymore. That's the world, that's where it's coming to. If you say you believe in the Most High, man gonna chase you. Hey, sister, hey, y'all believe in God? Y'all, couple that's walking.
Hey,
You know
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
Even all the wickedness that you heard long ago, guess what? Wickedness has to increase, man. So that with that account we just read, hey brother, you know your nationality? That wickedness that we just read in Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord said iniquity is going to increase above it. It's going to be worse. Men not just going to be asking to bring those men out. Men might kick down your door and come grab you up, man, and snatch your kids. What's that one day you said hide your kids, hide your wife? Brother, you remember that? It was a light kid. He was like, you better hide your kids, you better hide your wife. Alright? But it's a whole view. Yeah, that's crazy. That really nothing. So hey man, you better hide your kids and hide your wife. But if you under the shadow of the Almighty, you don't have nothing to worry about.
Was it Ice JJ Fish? He said.
Yeah, that was probably him.
Oh no, it was
It was a meme.
Yeah, he had dread. He was gay though. He was a homosexual. He was a little bit feminine. Hey sister, you believe in God?
Sister.
Yeah. Hey sister.
Come hear the word, sister.
2 minutes, sis. 2 minutes.
Come learn who you are.
2 minutes, man.
What's your ethnicity? What's your language? What's your heritage? Hey, you know your nationality? Billy. Hank. Right? And hey, sister, you gotta repent. You will be an Israelite more than likely. You have to repent and keep God's commandments or die in America.
Right.
That's how you weigh it. Solve it down so we continue to say right? But if you really want
And the land that thou seest, now to have roots, shalt thou see wasted suddenly.
right?
But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third coming, that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day.
That's if the Most High grant you a live. Like give me 2 Timothy chapter 14. Give me Matthew 7. Now that's if the Most High grant you a live. Hey sister, you just standing there.
Chicago downtown.
See that? You don't have nothing else better to do. Read this up.
Look at 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 16.
Read out.
For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Shall be what?
Shall be done hereafter.
So greater, more evils, and Ezra seen the evil. Hey family, y'all believe in God? They kind of running, right? Greater evils shall be done hereafter, even as thou hast seen upon the earth, man. So the Lord is telling you that evils is going to increase. Why you think that slothful demon is just getting more strong? Right? Why you think that lust demon is just hopping on you? Right? That evil eye, that pride. Why? Because these
Michigan
spirits,
induction.
they have been given a strict commandment by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. People don't know
Might
that these
ask for, like, the
spirits
address.
operate for the Most High. You know what?
Michigan Avenue.
17.
The Bean. The Bean, Michigan Avenue.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
Right? So this earth will get weaker and weaker. From the time of Adam all the way up to 2022, the earth has waxed weak.
Right.
And it was once upon a time, Adam, he probably walked out and he smelled that fresh air and it done hit his nostrils. And his chest is kind of reformed. And the air was more cleaner back then. The air was probably crisp. Hey, Adam kind of probably had an apple. He ate it off the tree. Next thing you know, it lasted him for 3 days. Now you drink some water now, you thirsty 10 minutes later. They putting all type of stuff, GMO foods. You got seedless grapes. You got seedless cucumbers. How do you have a seedless lemon? That's not even a lemon, man. The Lord said real fruits have seeds on it. So this place is getting weaker. Man is only living to be damn 20 years old now, 50 years old. You got back problems, you got arthritis in your damn foot. And this world is getting weaker and weaker. People trade on people now. Men getting betrayed. Women cheating on their husbands with other men behind their back. And this world is just whacking worse and worse. You know what?
18. For the truth is fled far away.
For the what?
For the truth is fled upon away.
Read it again.
For the truth is fled far away.
And the Lord said the truth is fled. And these people, they don't know this truth, man. The commandments is far fled away. Righteousness is fled far away. You know what?
And leasing is hard at an end.
Right.
For thou haste the division to come, which thou hast seen.
You know what?
Then answered I before thee and said, Behold, Lord, I will go as thou hast commanded. I will go as thou hast commanded me, and reprove the people which are present.
What?
And reprove the people which are present.
What we gotta do?
And reprove the people which are present.
And the Most High gave us a specific job to reprove the people that are present. To come into this truth, get yourself right first, then reprove the people that are present. I say you got brothers, they don't want to reprove the people, man. They want to do whatever they want to do. They want to get a million views on YouTube. They want to be a captain over 10,000 men in the truth. And we're not out here to be a captain over 10,000 men. And you know your nationality, sister? Hey, sister.
Sister.
They that shall be born afterward, who shall admonish them? Who shall admonish them? Thus the word is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without light.
Yeah, these people, they without light, man. That's why your house trying to sit in the middle. And in certain people, they was without light, even prior to the time of your house trying to walk on the earth. You need John chapter 1 and verse 8. That's why the Lord has the world, man. And your house he's not here anymore. Your house he's not walking the earth. Then he has the spirit of him. You got the comforter, he is on the earth. He's abiding in men, which is the spirit of Yahweh. Bring yourself.
Because John chapter 1 verse 8.
Well,
He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light.
Right, meaning John the Baptist, he wasn't the light, be here to say. A lot of people say, what you mean it's John the Baptist? He's the greatest prophet. Well, John the Baptist himself even said, hey, I must decrease, he must increase. So John the Baptist, he wasn't that light. You don't read that again?
Verse 9, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
Verse 8. Read verse 8 again.
Verse 8, he was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light.
John the Baptist, he was sent to bear witness of Yahweh. Yahweh shall keep that light. Right. John chapter 8.
Verse 9, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
Right.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not.
See that? And these people, and that word is talking about the Israelites. The world knew him not, man. So Yahweh Shai, he's that true light, but people don't want to receive it. They got other things.
He came into his own, and his own received him not.
Right.
But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yahweh.
become the sons of Yahweh.
Everybody's not a son of God. You're only a son of God. The first time you say Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're only a son of God if you
Even to them that believe on his name,
right.
which were born, not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yahweh.
And in certain men they were sanctified in the spirit, but those were predestined to inherit everlasting life. Now bring this up.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Hey, y'all believe in God? That's walking? The couple that's walking, y'all believe in God? If you're a black, Hispanic, and Native American, you have to repay and keep God's commandments.
Right. Matthew 24:12.
Right?
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
What God said?
The iniquity shall abound. The love of many shall wax cold.
God said, because iniquity is going to abound, guess what? Hey, the love of many shall wax cold. And that love, that's not talking about your parents. Stop just thinking that's always talking about your mom in the world, your grandmother. No, that's talking about your brother that could be standing right next to you. That love is gonna wax cold. We don't have that brotherly love anymore. Like I said, you got to the point where you telling other brothers to commit adultery to get revenge. That's not love. If I tell this brother to go do that, hey, I wouldn't love him. How do you love God? You love God like you love the children of God if you keep His commandments. That's 1 John chapter 5 and 2. So love is gonna wax cold. Give me Tobit chapter 5 and 8. All right, give me Tobit chapter 5 and 8.
You can Tobit, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Then he said unto him, go and tarry not.
All right.
So he went in and said to his father, behold, I have found one which will go with me.
Right.
And he said, call him unto me, that I may know what tribe he is.
Right, so Tobias is the man, really, when you read this, it's really Uriel the Archangel, but he's transformed himself into an actual man. So Tobias is going on this journey to ultimately find his woman. You know?
And whether he be a trusty man to go with you.
Right?
So he called him, and he came in, and they saluted one another.
And they saluted one another.
That's how our forefathers was getting down. Hey, they saluted one another. Now, sir, if you got certain brothers where y'all finna do count, the brother don't even salute. He's trying to just go dip off to your money. Brothers don't even call each other during the week. How you say you're a man of God, you don't even call your brother during the week? That love is waxing cold.
And Tobit said unto him, brother, show me of what tribe and family thou art. Right? To whom he said, who wilt thou seek for a tribe or family, or a hired man to go with thy son? Right? And Tobit said unto him, I would know, brother, thy kindred, his name. Then he said, I am Azariah, the son of Ananias the Great.
He's saying, what's your tribe, what's your family? He's giving them the rundown. That's what they would ask. They would ask, what's your tribe? What's the house of your father? Who is your father? You know what?
The great and thy brother. Then Tobit said, thou art welcome, brother.
Thou art what?
Thou art welcome, brother.
We welcomed in this house. Now you can't let brothers in your house, bro. I know from experience. Brothers know they in the world. You got $20 laying on a dresser. You know, you kind of come out the bathroom and it's gone. Then you kind of call, hey, brother, you see $20? You're like, nah, man. You need, no matter of fact, come over there and help you look for it. They can do that, man. They can steal something from you and then go and help you look for it. That's all. Read on.
Thou art welcome, brother. Be not now angry with me, because I have inquired to know thy tribe and thy family.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, King?
You believe in God?
2 minutes, King. Good word of the Lord.
You know your nationality? What is it? I can't hear you. What you say? I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, it's okay, brother. That's why we out here. Got an average. I asked him that question. Guess what they said I'm black. Are we black? Are we just black?
say that. I probably would say to all three what she just said, but
You would say, what would you say?
maybe all of them what she just said.
Okay. Hey, brothers, are we black?
Nah.
Okay. Black is the color of your jacket or your hat. Nobody's actually a color out of the Crayola green. We're not African American. That term was just literally invented not too long ago. We're none of these terms and bywords that have been put upon it by so-called white people. Guess what will be your identity in 2022? Just guess. You said what?
You said my identity.
Yeah, your nationality. You will be an Israelite.
Cant.
Israelite. You heard of an Israelite before? Well, we could show you something. Give me Exodus chapter 5 and 2. Right, give me Exodus chapter 5 and 2, and give me 1 Chronicles chapter 17.
Book of Exodus chapter 5, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord that I should obey his voice?
Right.
To let Israel go.
What?
To let Israel go.
I know not Yahweh. Neither will I let Israel go. They said, the God of the Hebrews.
The God of the Hebrews.
So the Israelites, they're the children of the Most High. And God, he's the God of the Hebrews. We're God's chosen people. God said we just can't be black. The way we perform on this earth and how we dominate everything, it will literally be impossible for us literally to be black. Right? I'm more than just a black man. The so-called LeBron James, he can't be black. The way he's athletically built like that, it's impossible for LeBron James to be black. Right? Some people might think LeBron James is a demigod. No, it's not that he's a demigod, he's an Israelite. And the Israelites are God's chosen people. Now you know about Moses, right?
Yeah, I heard about Moses.
Yeah, Moses, he freed the Israelites. Why? Because they were slaves. Does that sound familiar? Yeah. Who's slaves in America?
Black people.
Say what?
Black people.
Well, yeah, so-called black people. We're the slaves. You see it on this picture right here. We've been taken in captivity. So you see the similarity. But it's just we're not black. We're the Israelites. Bring this up.
Book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 17 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
And what nation in the earth is like thy people, Israel?
What?
It's
Like thy people, Israel.
And God said, what nation is like the Israelites? You gotta ask yourself, brother, what nation is like the black Hispanic and Native American? See that again? So you gotta get the Bible. Yeah. And you gotta get in your Bible, man. This Bible is your history book.
Cant.
Give me John chapter 5 and 39. So God said, what nation in the earth is like that people Israel? Because nobody can do the things that we do. I said, can anybody dunk like LeBron James?
No.
Why is that?
I mean, I would say that like not everybody is built to do. Not everybody is built to do what he do or how he do it.
Right. Is the Chinese man built to do something like that?
No.
What about the white man? They
try.
They
Hoodie.
try.
Like my
What about
hoodie, the black part.
Ethiopian?
What about
They
it?
try
Pull it up
too,
to
they
my
try
hand.
too, but they can't, man.
Right.
Why? Because we're the Israelites. We don't.
Oh my goodness.
It's like thy people, Israel, who got the name of greatness and terribleness by driving out nations from before thy people
People
who
the
thou
other-
hast redeemed out of Egypt.
For the other
So
one.
the Lord redeemed Israel, redeemed his people. Alright? That's who we are. God said we
Book of John, chapter 5, verse 39.
Bring it out.
Search the scriptures.
Search the scriptures. Search the scriptures.
Hey, brothers, y'all got 2 minutes.
2 minutes, brothers. 2 minutes.
God said you have to finish the scripture, brother. So when you get organized, you got a Bible on you. Okay, you gotta buy. You already said you gotta buy one. First thing you gotta do, man, you get home, you gotta learn. You ever walk in there?
I'm only gonna take like 40 minutes to get home.
And so you gotta don't speed, don't get pulled over. But you gotta press on that gas. You gotta get.
I'm on public transportation.
Are you on public transportation?
No, I don't drive down.
Hey, so when you get off the bus, you gotta get off the bus. You gotta You say you won't run. When you say you go there, you know, you say you go there for real fast there.
Y'all heard it.
You gotta do the Usain Bolt, man.
Cant.
You gotta do the Sonic the Hedgehog and run into your house and grab your Bible and open it up and say, "This is my open."
Cant.
Right.
That's right.
You gonna do that, brother?
Yeah, I think it's all over there.
Okay. You gotta do it. Hey, not even before you go to bed. That's gotta be the first thing you do.
If I'm home, the Bible is my phone. I'll do it right now.
Well, hey, you reading your history is in there. You got Jeremiah 17. Right?
Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Now, even thyself
And what?
Thou, even thyself,
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
God said you would discontinue from your heritage. But your heritage is actually in the Bible. The high school teachers, college, they're not going to let you know that. Your history has actually been in this book for over 4,000 years. But our people have been mentally destroyed and conditioned to believe a lie by the so-called white man and the other nations. The Lord either said you will just continue to the religion, your nationality, who you are. And what language do you speak right now, brother? English. Guess whose language that is? Who? That's the so-called white man. We was taught English in slavery. We spoke Hebrew.
Right.
Right.
We had our own language. What is our culture? Is Christmas our culture?
I say no, but most will go do it.
Well, that's right. Christmas is not our culture. But our people, we don't have a culture. Our culture is celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, sagging our pants, smoking weed, being a nigga. We don't have a culture. So not only do we don't have a language, we don't have a culture, we don't know our nationality, and the nationality consists of a flag. What flag do we have? That can't be ours. That's a so-called white
what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. All of that has been stripped from us through slavery. But we're here to let you know that you are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
Cant.
You have a language which is Hebrew, right? You have a sign which is also known as the child of Judah. That's your thing. You have a nationality. A culture, your heritage is the keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Our heritage is not being down kitchen dinner. You start like Direct chapter 17, verse number 11. We couldn't find out your heritage.
But it's like red.
The sound will say we don't know our heritage. We're from the read.
But it's like red, chapter 17, verse 11.
Bring it out.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for heritage.
And the law of life.
For heritage.
So the law is our heritage. What is the law? Yeah, what is the law? What's the law you gotta follow?
Transportation law and the laws from Jesus and all that.
Well, hold on, brother.
I think that's what we're supposed to do, but that's not what I believe.
That's right. Those are the laws of the so-called white man. Now, while we in this captivity, we do gotta obey by those laws. But you got your own laws, which is the laws of God.
Right.
Right. Any commandments, because that's your heritage.
I know I slipped. I slipped with nothing in my Bible.
Right? You gotta get back.
Exodus.
Are you gonna get back in that Bible as a black man?
No,
Are you gonna get back in that Bible as an African American?
no.
What are you gonna get back in that Bible as?
That's what I just learned.
What is it?
The laws of God.
But you gotta get back in that Bible as an Israelite.
Cant.
God chosen people. You can't get back in that Bible like a Christian.
Mhm.
You gotta, when you read that book, you gotta say, this is my people, this is my history. Everything's gonna make sense. You're gonna start coming across the Jews are black.
That's what most people will do. Like you just said, we're not in there as a Christian. That's what most people do.
Yeah. You get back in there as a Christian, you think that Jesus is a white man.
You don't believe that.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the seventh day.
Do what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
So in the Exodus, the 20th chapter, it says remember the Sabbath day. You know what the Sabbath day is? Or when is it?
Yeah, it starts. If I'm being Sabbath, it starts sunset Friday to sunset Saturday.
That's right.
Where you learn that from, brother?
But I asked you a figure on Sabbath day.
Yeah. Hey, brother, you right. Right now it's the Sabbath day.
Right.
Right. You know the dudes in the Sabbath day.
Yeah, you don't supposed to get work. Now,
Right.
so of course,
You got it.
as I just said it, of course we follow Exodus.
Okay. Well, we're gonna help you out on this Sabbath day. You need Isaiah chapter 58, 13. You need the book of Nehemiah chapter 2. Hey, sister, you know your nationality? Yeah, she is. We're gonna show you some more dudes. So no working. Alright? You're not working today, is you?
Off work.
Okay.
Off work.
You got the day off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm about to go get my daughter now. So yes, I'm not working.
You work Saturday morning? Oh, that's right.
That's right.
No working.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13.
Bring it out.
But thou shalt away thy foot through the Sabbath, from doing the pleasure on my holy day.
What?
Oh, the pleasure on my holy day.
So on a Saturday, you gotta turn your foot to the Now, you might like video games. What's something that you like to do?
I read books.
That's right. You know, if you got any hobbies, like you might like to watch the big games. You might do some video games. You might like to do a lot of things. On a Saturday, the Lord said your pleasures, your desires, you can't do that. You might like to watch YouTube videos and cooking. Guess what? You can't do that, man. It's the holy day. You gotta get in the scriptures in that day. As a what? Are you gonna get in the scriptures as a black man? What are you gonna get in the scriptures as? Israelite.
Israelite.
That's right.
Israelite.
Let me hear it. Israelite. Israel.
Israel.
Light.
Light.
Say it.
Israel light.
That's right.
Cant.
Right.
That's right.
That's the Israelite. You know?
And call the Sabbath, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and thou will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father. And
Feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
What's God gonna do?
Feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
So when you turn your foot away from keeping the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure in the Sabbath, guess what? The Lord is gonna start to ease you. He's not giving you that milk. You gotta drink up that sincere milk. The milk that you can start to walk with. And the Lord is gonna give you your heritage. Oh, so okay, I'm an Israel, okay? Moses, he's my forefather. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Phineas. Okay, the Jews are black. Okay. Christ is a dark-skinned man. Oh, snap. Next thing you know, you're gonna start eating it up. And next thing you know, you're gonna start getting built up. Then one day you out here with us teaching our people.
Con.
That's how it's gonna work in that order like that. You just gotta have a goal. You gotta have a mindset. Pursue it. Okay. There's another doing the door on the Sabbath day.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victual on the Sabbath day,
On the what?
On the Sabbath day.
On the what?
On the Sabbath day.
So if somebody bring you a victual, meaning a good, whether they selling it to you or you buying it from them or trading it, you know,
to sell, that we would not buy it of them.
that we will not what?
That we will not buy it of them.
Meaning you can't buy with the Sabbath day. No buying, selling, or trading. Alright? It's a sacred day. It's the most sacred day. Let's say so we got, you know, it's more important. It's a holy day. Man, the Lord has given you a day just like that. Just to give him his heart. To know who you are.
That's right.
You like that, don't you, brother? Yeah. That's right. The Lord will do that for you. You are the one. Right? So let's get you some more from that. This how
You want to hold the phone?
Look at Leviticus chapter 19, and verse 27. You shall not round the corners of your head.
you shall not what?
You shall not round the corners of your head.
So a commandment for the Israelites, we can't
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Neither shalt thou
One of the corners of thy beard.
You know what that means? Neither shall we part the corners of our beard. You know what that means? It means we can't shave our beard off. So, you know, no goatees, no father up shadows, none of that. You gotta have a beard. And the Lord had a beard. Give me Psalms chapter 2. You know who Aaron is? Aaron, that's the brother of Moses. That's what he had on his face.
Book of Psalms chapter 133 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
It is like a precious ointment upon the head
Right?
that ran down upon the beard, even of Aaron's beard.
Even what?
Even of Aaron's beard.
Said even of Aaron's beard. So Aaron had a beard on his head. Aaron wasn't shaving off his damn. You gotta dig and get that galette. You know the galette. Then they get the shaving cream, stack it up, smack it against the counter, and do what they gotta do. The Lord said don't do that. So even Aaron had a beard. You know what?
That went down to the skirts of his garment.
That what?
It went down to the skirts of his garment.
Aaron's beard was so long and went down to his skirt. We gotta, man, that's a lot of years, man. That's a lot of experience. Hey, Aaron had that experience, and when you go into it, you know, the priests, they wore them garments with the bells on the bottom. So that beard went all the way down to the middle. Man is not growing up, is man growing up type of beards now? No. But that's how serious our forefathers took it.
Con.
They are grown, but it won't be as long as you described it.
Yeah. The longest beard you will find is probably James Harden's beard. That's probably,
Yeah, and he still got it.
Yeah. That's probably the longest you'll get. So let's finish that out in Leviticus.
Book of Leviticus chapter 27, verse 19 and 28.
Right.
You know, ye shall not make any cuts in your flesh for the dead, nor put any marks upon you. I am Yahweh.
Or what?
Nor put
any
marks upon you. I am Yahweh.
So you can't put any marks upon you. Meaning tattoos. You got tattoos?
No,
No.
never.
That's good. Never. That's right. You can never get tattooed. That's the sin. All right, give me number 15. These different angles. This is your ears.
I don't even have the ears.
You can get your ears pierced. That's not a sin. Because our forefathers wore earrings. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that. But I guess it was always like, here, needles. I didn't even like to get shots. When I was growing up, and I had to get that.
Yeah, no shots. No COVID-19 shots.
No.
Yeah. Can't really say the word. Bring this up.
Book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel,
Do what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Read.
and bid them that they make the fringes in the borders of their garments.
For the children of Israel, another thing a part of their heritage, they have to have fringes in their garments. You know what fringes are?
I heard of it.
Fringes are these right here. Every brother got on the fringes. You see, brothers got on the fringes. All right, that brother got on the fringes right there. You have to have the fringes on your garments.
Out the generation, and that they may put upon the fringe the border of a ribbon of blue.
The what?
The border, the ribbon of blue.
See that? So you got to put up on the fringes a border with the blue. You know?
And it shall be unto you for a friend, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahweh, and do them.
So you got to remember all the commandments just by looking at it. You might be on your way, it might be the Sabbath day. You might kind of go off your Walgreens on the 30th. You get a smell. Next thing you know, you look down and the thing is that's a Sabbath day. I think a lot of them. These are for a physical reminder that
Right.
we eat pork. No. Give me Matthew chapter 5 and 15.
Book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine,
And the what?
And the swine.
though he divide the hoof and be claw-footed, yet he chooseth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So God said we no pork on our pork. God has given the Israelites even a dietary law. Imagine that. You got a special people, you doing all of this stuff for them. They're different. They're not like the rest, man. They like to say, hey, I'm built different. I'm not, hey, what little baby say? Don't play with that boy yet, not one of them. Right? Yeah. And the Israelites not like the other people, man. Right. He's different. You know?
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and of their carcass shall you not cut. They are unclean to you.
Right.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fish and scales in the waters, and the seas, and the rivers, them shall you eat.
So we can only eat things that have fins and scales in the water. What's some things that come out of the waters that do not have fins and scales? What's some types? Yeah, like sea creatures, animals that come out the water. Yeah, sharks have fins, but they don't have scales. So can we eat sharks? What about an octopus?
Well, I don't. But I know a lot of people do.
But what about what did God say for the Israelites?
That you should not.
Shrimp. Okay, now what about shrimp?
I definitely don't. Well, not anymore since I've been allergic. Since I found out I was allergic.
No,
I don't eat no shellfish, period.
No, con.
Right.
What
Con.
about lobster?
I never had it, but that don't sound like you should eat it either.
No, that's right.
That's right.
What about catfish?
Well, I had it, but I hadn't had it in a while. But it sounds like it's that we should not be eating that either.
That's right.
Mhm.
So you
Right.
can only eat things that have fins and scales. You gotta make sure, man. Alright?
Matthew chapter 5, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but
Now,
on a
right now, brother, you have been enlightened with the truth. Let me confuse you, chapter 1. Go with that real fast. Right now, you have been enlightened. You know who you are now.
right,
You know that you're not a nigga, brother.
right,
Right.
That you're not a slave.
right,
That you're not a monkey.
right,
That you're not a spick.
right, right,
That you're not a black man.
right.
That you're not an African American.
No,
Right.
That you're a king on this earth and an Israelite.
that's
Right.
You know that now. You've been enlightened. Hear me, bro.
Because of Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18.
Bring it out.
The eyes of your understanding be enlightened.
The eyes of your understanding be enlightened.
Now you're enlightened. You're woke now, brother.
Right.
You don't have to be woke to know that 9/11 was the inside job. And you don't have to be woke to know that the moon landing was fake.
What?
And these other conspiracy theories. You're simply woke by knowing who you are. You know what?
That ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints.
See that? Now you know what the riches of the glory. This is the true riches right now. Right? Read Romans 11 and 22. These the real riches. These the pearls. We have been in life. Now with that being said, read it up.
Matthew 5 and 15.
Bring it out.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick.
But only what?
But on a candlestick.
So a wise man, a wise man, you don't get this knowledge or just kind of hide it. You know, you kind of say you're taking up your daughter today.
Yeah. I got to read something.
Okay, we're not gonna leave you alone. But
I take time off the TV.
a wise man, he wouldn't just hide that. You know?
And he giveth light unto all that are in the house.
And what?
And give it light unto all that are in the house.
Not hide it from himself.
And give light unto all that are in the house.
So you go pick up your daughter today, brother.
That's what you gotta do. You go pick up your daughter today, that's what you gotta do. Just get it.
Everything that I really want to do, I can't do.
That's right. You gotta tell your daughter that she's an Israelite, brother.
Right.
You gotta tell her to keep it. We gotta keep God's commandments. This is
Right.
how you love God. Do you know how to love God? How do you love God? Give me John 14 and 15.
Unconditional love?
Well, we won't see it in the conditional love. John 14 and 15.
Book of John, chapter 14, and verse 15.
Bring it out.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
If you love me, keep my commandments. That's right.
What's some commandments, brother? That you just learned today.
She's not cool on that. Peace, God should not lie. God should not destroy.
Well, it don't say thou shalt not destroy.
Well, you're right. But I think somebody that is
Yeah, it say don't thou shalt not commit adultery. Well, what's the ones you just learned today? You just learned some new ones.
he needs to measure a long time.
Well, we saying what is some of the commandments that you just brought out that you just learned?
I am Israel.
That's you, that's right.
Right.
And the commandment was to keep the word. Well, yeah, but that was the commandment.
Yeah.
So your daughter, she might be doing it. You gotta say, you gotta go to the scripture. You gotta kind of bring it out, bring out the lines, so that we can do it. We be the Israelites.
Right. Right.
Another commandment was to not buy on work on the Sabbath day. What's another commandment, brother? We have brought it up. You gotta keep our what? The sun on your face.
Weird.
That's right, we gotta keep
That's
our
right.
beard. We gotta let our beards grow up. We just gotta let it grow. Can we shave our hair bald? According to God?
That's it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Right.
What about tattoos?
You don't supposed to have me either.
Right.
Nah.
My grandma just died, and I want to get R.I.P. Granny on my grandma.
Oh, you shouldn't, but I know they have.
That's right, we didn't. Right. And regardless what them other men do, and we gotta keep the commandments.
Right.
Right.
We can't worry about what every other man is doing, man.
Right.
We gotta keep the commandments of God.
Right.
What else? What things that come out the water?
Shark.
Well,
You got me some tissue?
It has to have what?
Run.
It has to have. If you get seafood, it has to have. Yep.
Book of Job, book of 15, verse 8.
Bring it out.
How old is your daughter? If you don't mind me asking? She's 10. Oh yeah, you gotta. Give me Proverbs chapter 22, verse number 6. Real fast. Proverbs chapter 22 and 6. You gotta get it. Now is the time right now. Don't wait till she get 18.
No, I know. That's
Don't wait till she get 20. It might be too late.
no. I'm doing well.
This is what God said. You gotta start.
Proverbs 22 and 6.
Bring it out.
Train up a child in the way that he should go.
What God say?
Train up a child in the way that he should go.
God said you gotta train up a child in the way that it should go. Meaning start when they're young. It's gonna tell you why. You know what?
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
And what?
And
When he was old, he would not depart from it.
Because when your daughter gets up there in age, she's gonna know the commandments like that. She's not gonna depart from the truth. She's not gonna say, you know what, that Israelite stuff, that's not for me. Well, that's a predestined, but chiefly, if you train up a child while they're young, and when they old, they're not gonna depart. Alright? So you gotta teach her the commandments. And the commandment for a woman is to put on a dress. You probably didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Your daughter wear dresses?
Yes, he does.
All praise. No pants, huh? Okay, all praise.
Job 15, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Hast thou heard the secret of God? Hast thou
Heard the secret of God.
This is the secret. Knowing you an Israelite, that's the secret. A lot of people, they don't know that. The Lord not revealing his secrets just to everybody.
Con.
Man, does thou explain wisdom of thyself?
Right. That would be awful. We see you walk past, brother. And we say, yeah, we know we Israelite. That brother, we're going to just add this knowledge to ourselves. That's evil. We came out here, we saw you, we said, we got to share it.
That's right.
Share this knowledge, man. We got to get it, we got to share it. All right, and that's what you got to do with your daughter. So you got to teach her no shrimp, type of lobster. You get an Israelite food.
Yeah, if I ain't have to go get her, I would have stayed out here.
Okay. Well, you will be an Israelite, brother. According to the curses of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, you fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Slavery on ships, that's a curse. Having an evil eye towards your brother, that's a curse.
Yes.
The fathers leaving the household in our community, all of that is a curse. So we got our YouTube channel on there. And our YouTube channel right here. So make sure you subscribe. Read that information. Alright? Hey, brother, you gotta keep that secret and safe.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah. So before you leave, brother, what's your nationality? If you don't get this right, you gotta stay up here. What's your nationality?
I'm an Israel. Like,
Right.
That's right.
Hey, then you're what?
Israelite.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Alright.
All right, King.
Alright, brother.
All right.
I gotta put a smile on his face. Right, thank you. So that's what we're coming out with. What time?
5 minutes to 8.
Alright, so with that, so we giving all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach Kumarak Yahushua. The next brother's gonna come up here and try to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Asharala. Kwame Asharala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Asharala. Come on, bro. Gotta record it. Where my phone?
Hey, brother. Brother. You got 2 minutes to learn your nationality. 2 minutes, King. 2 minutes.